Have you ever watched your suitcase disappear behind the check-in counter and felt that pit in your stomach? You hope it arrives, but hoping is not protection. Every year, millions of travelers open their baggage at their destination only to find doors forced open, valuables missing, or the bag never showed up. What's terrifying is most people don't even know their luggage was tampered with until it's too late. With how crowded airports are in 2025, thieves and mishandling are no longer rare. Because once your luggage disappears from view, what happens next is out of your control, unless you know what to do. Today, I'm going to show you strategies that can save your luggage, your peace of mind, or even your entire trip. You'll learn everything from suitcase design tricks to clever tech you almost never hear about. Stick with me. Tip number 1 is unbelievably simple, yet ignored by more than 99% of travelers. If you like travel hacks that actually work, not fluff, hit subscribe so you never miss tips that can literally save your trip. Let's get into it. Number 10, the myth of safe, checked luggage. Most travelers still believe that once their bag slides onto that conveyor belt, it's protected, tagged, scanned, and carefully handled all the way to their destination. That belief is the first mistake. Here's the truth. Airlines don't actually guarantee your bag's safety. Their official policy covers only a fraction of your loss, and usually only if you can prove what was inside. In other words, if something disappears, you're often on your own. Each year, tens of millions of suitcases go missing worldwide. Some simply misplaced, others broken open or accidentally swapped. In 2025, baggage systems have become more automated, but automation doesn't always mean security. Machines move faster than humans, but they don't watch. And here's something few travelers realize. The more people who handle your bag, check-in clerks, loaders, security agents, customs, the higher the risk of tampering or accidental damage. A single missing barcode or misread scanner can send your suitcase to another continent before you've even boarded. So while airlines like to say your luggage is tracked, what they really mean is tracked most of the time. That tiny gap, those few minutes between scans, is where most losses, thefts, or mix-ups happen, but that's not even the biggest threat. The real danger starts the moment your luggage leaves your hands. Next, why checking in too early might actually increase your risk, and how just 30 minutes can make or break your bag's safety. Number 9, why time out of sight? Higher risk. Here's something few travelers think about. The longer your suitcase is out of your hands, the higher the chance it'll be lost, opened, or damaged. When you check in hours before your flight, your bag doesn't magically sit on the plane waiting for you. It's sent to a holding area, sometimes stacked in open cages, sometimes left on the tarmac, and that's where most incidents happen. Think of it like this. Every extra hour your luggage spends in the system is another hour of exposure. More people handling it, more transfers, more chances for tags to tear or barcodes to misread. Early check-in might feel like a stress-free move, but in reality, it just gives your bag more time to go missing. Add in tight flight connections, last-minute gate changes or delays, and the chaos multiplies. Bags get rerouted, misloaded, or simply forgotten. And while time is a major factor, it's not your only enemy. What happens behind those staff-only doors is even riskier. Number 8, the weakest links. Zippers, seams, and outer pockets. Your luggage might look sturdy. Metal zippers, thick fabric, solid locks. But in reality, most bags are far easier to break into than you'd think. A simple ballpoint pen is all it takes. Yes, you heard that right. With a quick jab between the teeth of a zipper, a thief can pop it open in seconds, remove or add items, and re-zip it like nothing ever happened. No damage, no broken lock, no visible sign anything was touched. Those glossy marketing labels, anti-theft, durable, reinforced, sound reassuring, but even premium suitcases can fail if they rely on traditional zippers. That's why more experienced travelers are switching to anti-puncture zippers or lockable metal coil designs. Then there are seams and outer pockets, the soft spots that make your bag more convenient but less secure. A thief doesn't need to open your entire suitcase. A quick slice along a seam or pocket gives them access to your valuables instantly. The safest bags in 2025 use slash-resistant fabrics, hidden compartments, and minimal external access points. But here's the twist. Even the safest bag can betray you, sometimes just by standing out too much. Next, why your luggage color, stickers, and even brand choice can make you a target before your flight even boards. Number 7. Locks. What works? What doesn't? Locks give you confidence, but not all locks give you security. TSA branded combination locks are sold as airport friendly because screeners can open them without breaking them, but that same convenience is their weakness. Many of those locks can be popped, shimmed, or defeated with simple tools, and there are widely circulated images and references showing TSA master keys exist. In short, a lock that's made to be opened by many people isn't as private as you think. Low-end padlocks and thin plastic combination locks are mostly deterrents for casual opportunists. They slow someone down for a few seconds but won't stop a determined thief. Even heavier brass padlocks can be defeated by bolt cutters or sharp tools if the attacker has the time and privacy. That leads to a better approach. Layer protections rather than relying on one device. Use a quality hardened steel lock or a compact cable lock to secure zipper pulls together, something that won't snap with a light tug. Combine that with tamper-evident seals or numbered security tags. These don't stop every theft, but they make tampering visible at a glance. Also consider luggage designs that avoid exposed zipper pulls altogether, zipperless latches, or internal locking compartments. Fewer external access points is a real security win. Important. We're not instructing anyone on how to defeat locks. The goal here is to help you choose options that raise the time, noise, and attention needed to mess with your bag. And thieves almost always pick the quick, quiet targets. And once you've locked it down, the next step is making tampering obvious before it happens. Number 6, seal it, tag it, blend it in. If you want thieves to look elsewhere, start by sending the right message. Make your bag boring and make tampering obvious. Small moves, tiny, cheap, and surprisingly effective, often stop opportunists faster than the fanciest locks. First, tamper-evident seals and numbered zip ties do two things at once. They add a visible barrier and they tell you the bag has been opened if the seal is broken. These aren't magic. A trained person can bypass many seals, but for the bulk of thefts, quick opportunistic grabs, a seal is enough to make someone move on. Tamper-evident devices are used in shipping and logistics for that exact reason. They discourage tampering and provide clear proof if it happens. Next, keep external access minimal. Remove or avoid flashy outer pockets. Don't display brand names that scream expensive, and skip priority fragile tags unless you really need them. Use plain, dark luggage and attach a small, discreet ID tag with your contact info tucked away, not a big label with your full address. Blending in reduces the odds your bag becomes a target. Small, subtle identifiers like a tiny ribbon or a muted tag help you spot your bag without advertising value. Finally, use a two-layer approach, a sturdy cable or steel lock to hold zipper pulls together, plus a tamper-evident seal. The lock slows thieves, the seal reveals tampering. This combo raises the time, noise, and effort needed to access your bag, and most thieves go for the quick score. But if you really want to hide temptation, the next step is wrapping it tight, literally. Number 5, wrap your bag, foil temptation. Wrapping your suitcase in cling film or paying for an airport stretch wrap can feel like a tiny act of armor, and for some problems, it actually helps. Plastic wrap protects against scratches, spills, and the usual rough handling. It also makes slipping items into an open seam noisier and messier, which is enough to deter many opportunistic thieves. If you pick a busy wrapping kiosk at the terminal, pros can cover a bag in a minute and for a small fee. But it's not a magic shield. Wrapped bags still pass through the same X-ray and screening processes, and if security needs to inspect your contents, they will cut the wrap. And in some regions, they won't re-wrap it for you. That means the wrap can be removed and your bag exposed during legitimate checks. Some services will offer a re-wrap, but not all do. there are also environmental and cosmetic downsides. Single-use film creates extra waste and can leave marks on delicate luggage. If you don't want to pay, DIY cling film at home works in a pinch. Wrap tightly, avoid wheels, handles, leave access for TSA-approved locks, and don't overdo it so you can still open the bag if needed. The best mindset is to treat wrapping as one layer, useful for reducing scratches and deterring quick grabs, but not a replacement for locks, seals, or tracking. Of course, wrapping helps before a problem, but tracking helps after. Here's how tech gives you eyes on your bag anywhere. Number 4, track it. The tech that watches your luggage. You can't follow your suitcase everywhere, but now your phone can. Tiny GPS and Bluetooth trackers have become one of the smartest travel upgrades of the decade. Drop one inside your checked bag, sync it to your phone, and you'll know exactly where your luggage is, even when the airline doesn't. Devices like Apple AirTags and Tile use nearby phones to update your bag's location in real time. You can see if it's on the plane, left behind at the gate, or sitting in a different airport entirely. In several recent incidents, travelers have used AirTags to pinpoint stolen or misplaced luggage and alert authorities faster than the airline's own system. Newer smart suitcases even come with built-in tracking chips powered by GPS networks, offering more precise coverage when Bluetooth range runs out. But remember, tracking doesn't prevent theft. It simply shifts the power back to you. Instead of waiting in a long claims line, you can open your app, show exact coordinates, and pressure the airline to act. Pairing a tracker with a tamper seal or discrete ID tag creates the ultimate visible plus invisible defense. Thieves can't see it, but you'll always know where your luggage went. But tracking tells you where your bag is, not what's inside. That's where this next move pays off big. Number 3, photographs and documentation. Proof beats panic. If your bag ever goes missing, the first question the airline asks is, what was inside? And that's where most travelers freeze. Without proof, compensation becomes guesswork, and airlines rarely pay what you claim. That's why a few photos can save you hundreds, sometimes thousands later. Before every trip, take clear pictures of your packed luggage, both the outside and the inside. Capture your clothes, electronics, and any high-value items next to something that shows scale, like a hand or notebook. Then snap the baggage tag and claim receipt once you check it in. Store these images in a cloud folder or email them to yourself so they're accessible if your phone is lost too. Add a short text list of your most valuable items. Even an estimate of their value helps strengthen your claim. If you're already on the road and didn't take photos beforehand, do it in your hotel before heading home. A quick picture of your repacked bag still provides useful reference if something goes missing on the return leg. In luggage disputes, a picture isn't just worth 1,000 words. It's worth actual reimbursement. But even proof won't help if the wrong things were checked in the first place. Number 2, carry the essentials. Never check them. No matter how secure your suitcase is, some items should never leave your sight. If losing it would ruin your trip, keep it in your carry-on, period. Your passport, wallet, credit cards, and cash are obvious must-haves, but also protect your electronics, chargers, medication, and travel documents. These aren't just valuable, they're irreplaceable once you're abroad. Airlines won't cover consequential losses like missed meetings or medical issues caused by missing luggage. Insurers echo this advice. Checked baggage is for replaceable items only. Clothes, shoes, toiletries. Keep anything essential, sentimental, or difficult to replace with you. Even small things like a power bank, adapter, or a printed itinerary can save hours of stress if your checked bag disappears. And here's a pro traveler habit. Pack a mini backup outfit in your carry-on. One change of clothes, underwear, and basic toiletries. If your suitcase takes a detour, you'll still be able to get through a day or two comfortably. Combine this with tracking, documentation, and smart security steps from earlier, and you're already far ahead of the average traveler. And finally, even if everything else fails, this one backup can save your wallet and your sanity. Number 1, the final failsafe, insurance and mindset. Even with every precaution, locks, trackers, photos, and planning, luggage can still vanish. That's why a solid travel insurance policy is your final safety net. Good coverage should include baggage loss, theft, and delay protection. Look for plans that reimburse replacement costs, not just depreciated value, and check the limits. Some policies cap claims at a few $100s unless you declare high-value items in advance. The fine print matters. Many insurers require proof of ownership. Those photos from earlier help, a police or airline report, and timely notice, usually within 24 hours. Don't just assume you're covered by your airline or credit card. Airlines only pay for their mistake, and most credit cards exclude lost or delayed baggage entirely unless you book the whole trip with them. Spend 5 minutes reading your policy before departure. It's not fun, but it's freedom. And here's the mindset shift. Security isn't about fear, it's about control. You can't stop every delay or theft, but you can decide how prepared you'll be when it happens. So, protect your essentials, back up your proof, and travel knowing you've done what most people don't. You've planned for both the best and the worst. Because true travel confidence isn't about trusting luck, it's about knowing you're covered. So, let's recap. Because in 2025, your luggage's safety isn't guaranteed. Never check valuables or essentials. Use seals, locks, and discreet tags. Make your bag boring, not flashy. Track it with tech like AirTags or Tile. Document everything with photos before every trip. And back it all up with solid insurance, your last line of defense. Airports have changed, baggage systems have changed. But one truth remains, you can't be too cautious with the things you care about. If you've ever had a bag lost, damaged, or mysteriously opened, drop your story in the comments. Other travelers can learn from your experience. And if you've discovered a clever luggage hack or travel security trick, share it below. We'll feature the best ones in a future video. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe, like the video, and share it with a friend who's flying soon. It takes seconds, but it might save them days of stress and hundreds of dollars. Travel smart, stay alert, and remember, the journey begins after your luggage arrives.